God! Are you not aware that I get farty and bloated with a foamy latte?
Many people's daily routine in the Western world includes a nice hot cup of coffee. Although we love our cup of Java at home, our mornings wouldn't be complete without the early stop to grab a venti, skinny, no-whip caramel latte in our favorite white cup with the green mermaid logo. The popular coffee chain known as Starbucks has spread like the yellow big capital M we see all over the world, including China. They have the most Starbucks locations outside of the United States with 2,500 shops. So why does this tea-drinking culture love Starbucks? Let's find out and look at the top 10 reasons why China loves Starbucks.
Well, that is good to know. I love Starbucks.
China is becoming more Westernized.
China is a sleeping dragon that is just beginning to stir.
With the fast-paced rise of the Chinese middle class, estimated at almost 350 million, Starbucks has made its way into their hearts. That's more than the entire population of the United States, and a big portion of this growing middle class in China is considered Generation 2, which is said to be the most Westernized of the previous generations. The Chinese culture of this generation is adapting to more Western foods, drinks, and even style. They are the modern Chinese boss babes and hustlers who have learned from Westerners that a morning cup of caffeinated coffee is fuel to get things done.
Ooh, it's terrible but wonderful at the same time. It's like freedom in a cup!
Starbucks swooped in and took advantage of this by capitalizing on this growing population's love for Western experiences by giving them the Starbucks experience. Over 30 years ago, China opened its doors to the outside economy, and since then there has been a steadily increasing interest in the Western world. A city in southern China called Shenzhen is said to be the most Western city in China, where many of these G2s migrate for a more Western experience. You can find many popular Western restaurant chains, stores, and brands all over the city. The Chinese are intrigued and open to Western brands, which gives shops like Starbucks the chance to rebrand themselves in China.
I have to go to China.
Starbucks is partnered with WeChat.
Howdy, partner.
Faster than that or people think you're slow in the head.
In 2012, Starbucks joined WeChat, an app with various services that now has more than 500 million users. Starbucks has encouraged Chinese customers to socially interact with it and their friends. WeChat is extremely popular and used by everyone who has a smartphone, and that's, well, just about everyone. WeChat allows you to pay at Starbucks, order your selected menu items, send a gift to a friend, post in your moments, kind of like Instagram, and so much more. It seems to be the app of all apps, so naturally, Starbucks, wanting to make it big, joined the app.
You're giving in to mob mentality.
No, I'm not. I'm hopping on the bandwagon.
The coffee company also uses it as a marketing technique and started a campaign where users could scan the QR code on their coffee cup to become a Starbucks member and get a chance to win coupons. Users can also scan the QR code to download customized wake-up music from Starbucks for their phones. These freebies appeal to their younger consumers who are likely to share with their friends. Word travels very quickly on WeChat, and China uses QR codes for everything and anything, so Starbucks got on this train fast.
If I were you, I would think about climbing on board.
Starbucks is a community spot.
There's much more sense of community in Coach, I promise you.
The Chinese culture values socializing and social settings just as much as any other. Even so, you might be surprised how common it is to go sit at one of these coffee shops. Starbucks locations in China are up to 40% bigger than even their largest United States counterparts. You can only imagine how much more room and space there is to sit and unwind with your laptop, a book, or a friend. If you are in a US or Canadian Starbucks, you're lucky to find a spot to sit when you order your drink and need to write an essay, have an important business meeting, or a sit-down chit-chat with an old friend. In most urban environments in China, this is also the case. Perhaps this is why Starbucks is increasingly popular for them, and it's a place they can always count on finding a spot to sit and enjoy their grande green tea cream frappuccino.
Orange mocha frappuccino!
Many of the Chinese place a greater value on the experience and environment Starbucks provides rather than on the quality of the coffee. The Chinese have a real appreciation of the social environment their beverage is consumed in over the quality of where the beans come from. They like an environment that resembles peace and tranquility, and this is what customers are willing to pay a premium for. Starbucks is considered as a third place outside of work and home where they can come to relax and lounge. In China, many homes are small, commutes to work are fairly long, and there are no typical meeting spots. And this coffee shop provides a big space close to work or home where they have a sense of community. The Chinese are not ones to rush on the go with their matcha latte, but are more likely to lazily lounge and glue themselves to their smartphones while sipping.
Allow me to take the first sip.
Starbucks in China employs 30,000.
You're hiring me?
With such a massive population in China of 1.42 billion, there's a high demand for jobs and work. Starbucks has created opportunity and jobs for more than 30,000 people in China, from a barista to a store manager. Not only that, but the way they operate in this culture is smart as well. The culture has always had a very strong emphasis on the family, so Starbucks China management has made a conscious effort in getting to know not only their employees, but their families as well.
What if we always said is the most important thing?
Breakfast.
Family.
The coffee company once commented, "Family forums have been held for parents of store partners to hear managers discuss gratifying career paths at Starbucks." They have also included subsidized housing accommodations for some of their employees who were eligible in their positions as barista or shift supervisor. This makes Starbucks a popular place to want to work and spend your time, bring your family and friends, and spread the word of the benefits they provide to the people of their country. Additionally, Starbucks introduced a China Youth Development Program that helps mold future leaders. Over 1,500 college students benefit from this program over 3 years. They introduced this program in June 2014, and we can see how since then Starbucks has continued to rise in favor in China.
Just that you're doing a really good job.
The Chinese trust Starbucks.
Do you trust me?
Yes.
American chains like Starbucks in China goes far deeper than just a great cup of coffee or good-tasting desserts. Within China, you have to dig a little deeper because there are trust issues. Over the years, China has become infamous for its many food scandals like the fake eggs and fake lettuce that came to light. There's a belief amongst the Chinese that North American companies won't cheat them the way Chinese companies will because they have higher standards and aren't just trying to make an easy buck.
So it's all about the money.
Meanwhile, in Western culture, we trust our food, water, and medicine, even if we sometimes shouldn't. In China, it is very common to hear about a scandal related to a faux medicine gone wrong, or tainted food using fake meat, or baby formula being fake. When it comes to food integrity, consistency is the key, anywhere but especially with Chinese consumers for these reasons.
What's that word? Consistency. Thanks, losers.
Chinese consumers are loving coffee.
It's true, I love espresso, coffee, caffeinated teas, and then Jimmy Jr., in that order.
In most Chinese homes, you probably won't be able to find a coffee maker or a French press, but it is highly likely to find oolong and green tea. Despite the strong tea-drinking culture in this country, many Chinese people are taking to coffee with enthusiasm. Mostly, it's the ones returning from overseas, the young and curious, the new generation adapting to the Western culture, and those following the trends. It is estimated that in China, people consume about 4.5 billion cups of coffee a year, and this number is expected to grow by 18% in 2019. Starbucks, of course, played a part in creating the demand for coffee in China by introducing the market to the Western coffee drinking Starbucks experience. What is the Starbucks experience exactly?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's a place where you can meet with friends, family, or coworkers to grab your favorite style drink, customized to your choice of liking with your name handwritten on your cup, and listen to some funky jazz music as they top off your drink with whipped cream and a caramel drizzle. They present a trendy and cool experience to make the consumer feel trendy and cool by coming there.
Am I cool?
You're cool, Seuss.
Yes!
Starbucks offers Chinese tea and desserts.
Now, pour the tea.
Starbucks has had success in China because it caters to the Chinese market effectively. A range of Chinese teas are sold, along with coffee, and you can also order mooncakes or other traditional desserts from this region. Additionally, they also cater to the Chinese market with a variety of specialty drinks specific to China's events and flavors. For example, around the Christmas season, you won't be able to find the North American favorite classic peppermint mocha, but instead, you can find drinks like a snowy cheese latte,
Cheese?
and the Christmas dessert flavored latte. Even though Christmas is not celebrated in the same way as it is in the Western world, they love to be festive during the season too. Around Chinese New Year, you can find fun specialty drinks like the New Year firework latte, peach flavored green tea latte, and macadamia white chocolate flavored macchiato. Sounds like there are some sweet latte options in China. They also capitalized on China's love of tea by creating trendy and tasty drinks that include ingredients like green tea. They do the same thing for the desserts, offering a range of popular Chinese desserts to cater to the market and their taste buds. You can find mooncake and zongji, two special and popular Chinese festival desserts, or red bean scones, the perfect match to a matcha tea latte.
This is a match made in heaven then, isn't it?
Starbucks on Weibo.
I don't know what that means.
Starbucks has an official Weibo account where they market their green mermaid logo. Weibo is a social media platform that is very popular in China with over 500 million users. Why is this important? China doesn't use social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, so the coffee company found the right channel for itself in China. What Starbucks is promoting online on Weibo is not necessarily the traditional coffee products we see in the West. They cater their products to the Chinese consumer. Not only that, but they also sell their branded water bottles and coffee mugs with bright colors and graphics with a Chinese aesthetic, appealing to this market.
That's starting to sound appealing.
They also encourage consumers to share posts with their drinks or branded products by using the hashtag Starbucks on Weibo. The Chinese love posting about their social interactions, so getting on Weibo is especially effective for Starbucks because its users trust their social network on this platform. The social element of drinking is consistently emphasized on the platform, thanks to the number of posts and images of users with their friends.
But, I don't have any friends.
Starbucks is a luxury brand.
It is so fancy.
In China, it's all about keeping face, and they love their luxurious items. Starbucks branded itself as a little bit of a luxury coffee shop that almost everyone can afford. With its warm decor, Italianized cup-sized names, the ridiculous amount of customization you can put into your drinks, and somewhat unreasonably high prices, Starbucks feels like an indulging, luxurious reward.
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
The Chinese, just like any, love a good indulgence and the feel of luxury. Starbucks chairman and CEO Howard Schultz said to CNBC, "We have established Starbucks as not only the leading provider in coffee, but also a brand of choice and luxury in China. Those that can afford it are still shopping for their luxury handbags, clothes, and watches, but all of the population is getting their hands on the white cup with the green mermaid logo for the luxury feel even without the handbag."
These handbags? Gonzo.
Starbucks is convenient with 2,500 locations.
You know, there's like a Starbucks on every corner.
With so many Starbucks locations across China, they do not need to travel very far to get to their nearest Starbucks. The people love how convenient it is to find a local Starbucks and how close they can get to a location within walking or biking distance, or even by scooter or metro. They also have made it convenient to order by getting on apps that deliver to people, whether it's at work, your home, or your grandmother's place.
There ain't no party like Bananas Tea Party.
You can order from Starbucks and get your latte delivered hot and fresh from a gentleman dressed in all yellow on an app called Meituan, amongst a few other apps. The convenience factor is huge, especially in a country that has become so reliant on mobile services, technology, convenience, and efficiency. To add to the convenience for consumers, Starbucks China has also made it easy for consumers to grab their already made drinks at supermarkets and local stores. They partner with the Chinese drinks company Tingying Holding Corp to make and sell their drinks in different stores or shops. Needless to say, it's available at your fingertips, and China really loves their Starbucks.
I know you love Starbucks.
Stick around. We'd love it if you clicked on another one of our great videos. You can also find out how to become an official Babble Topper by clicking on the join link in the description below.